which the CEO has elaborated. It covers street lighting, public hospitals, and institutions cooking, the prisons, the schools, the universities. We also have the medium and large industrial categories, which will be subdivided to distinguish manufacturing from service-based consumers. We shall continue implementing the declining block tariff. The declining block tariff structure will continue for large and extra large industrial consumers, and then the domestic cooking tariff will remain at 412 shillings per unit for consumption between 81 to 150 units per month. Therefore, for the approved end user tariffs for Q1 of 2025, following the reviews of the application and public feedback from the publication at the public hearing, the authority, during its 419th meeting held on 18th December 2024, approved the base end user tariffs for electricity for the year 2025, applicable to the first quarter of the year 2025, that is from January to March 2025. The tariffs are as follows. A, the lifeline tariff. This will be 250 shillings for the qualifying domestic consumers, that is for the first 15 units. We shall have the domestic tariff. After the lifeline, it's now the domestic tariff, cost recovery tariff of 775 shillings and 7 cents per unit for other domestic consumers. The commercial tariff will be Uganda shillings 575 and 2 cents per unit. Medium industrial tariffs. For the manufacturing category under this, it will be 417 shillings and 8 cents per unit. Then under medium industrial tariff, for those who will be offering service, it will be Uganda shillings 434 and 5 cents per unit. The large industrial tariff. For the manufacturing subcategory under this, it will be Uganda shillings 351 and 5 cents per unit. For the service subcategory under this will be 367 shillings and 1 cent per unit. Extra large industrial tariff. This will be Uganda shillings 299 and 1 cent per unit. For public amenities, which include the street lighting, hospitals, institutions, cooking, and so on, it will be Uganda shillings 360 per unit. These tariffs represent a weighted average reduction of 5.2% compared to the tariffs of Q4 2024, reducing the cost of delivering electricity services by shillings 155 billion shillings. The notable changes. Thank you. The notable changes. Last year we reduced the tariff and the computation was about 40 billion shillings. So it's more than 3 times the reduction. The notable changes, the CEO has already highlighted some of them, is the recategorization of the industrial tariff of the medium and large industrial categories, which have been recategorized to separate those who are manufacturing from those who are delivering services. This is a key driver to the Uganda's socio-economic transformation. We created the public amenities tariff to ensure an affordable tariff for the public amenities that I've already enumerated. And this is our commitment to the environment, social and good governance, and the eligible consumers are encouraged to take advantage of this development to enhance social service delivery. The tariff rebasing post-March 2025, because the Umeme concession is ending in March and UEDCL is taking over in April. With the UEDCL taking over the electricity distribution on April 1st, 2025, the tariff structure will be rebased to reflect UEDCL's operational parameters, which are different from those of Umeme. So, during that quarter, the authority, Dr. Canon Ruth Nankabirwa Sentamu, the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, the Board Chair and Vice of the National Mining Company, the Board Chair of POWER, I've seen the Board Chair of Electricity Transmission Company Limited, the CEO of UNOC is also present with us, the Managing Director Umeme, the MD UEDCL and UETCL, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I'm pleased to welcome you back from the New Year's celebrations and to take this opportunity to wish you a fruitful 2025. I'm pleased to welcome you to this energy sector media briefing, the first in the year 2025, and to share with you the 2025 tariff review outcomes. Honorable Minister, I would like to thank you and your technical team for your continued policy guidance and support to the electricity subsector, which has enabled us to effectively and efficiently deliver on our mandate. Honorable Minister and members of the media, in line with the authority's mandate as enshrined in the Electricity Act, Chapter 157 of the Constitution, a key function of the authority is to determine the price of electricity per unit and other related charges. From September to November 2024, in accordance with the Regulation 18, subsection 2 of the Electricity License and Tariff Review Regulations of 2007, the authority received applications for tariff review for the year 2025 from the following companies. 1. Uganda Electricity Generation Company Limited, Uganda Electricity Transmission Company Limited, and Umeme Limited. Honorable Minister, Regulation 5 of the Electricity Tariff Code Regulations of 2003 calls for transparency in the tariff review process, and therefore, after receipt of the applications for tariff review for the year 2025, the authority published a notice in the New Vision paper dated 8th November 2024. We invited the public to review and submit representations and comments in respect to the applications for the tariff review. On the 12th of December 2024, the authority convened a public hearing at Margarita Palace Hotel in Irila City to further provide the public with the opportunity to take part in the tariff review process. The public hearing was attended by 893 participants, both physical and virtual. The participants included political leaders, electricians, small-scale industry operators, manufacturers, grain millers, members of the National Chamber of Commerce, the licensees, and the media. For the 2025 tariff review, these are the major assumptions we made. 1. Electricity demand growth. The electricity demand is expected to grow at an annual rate of 10.4%, with energy purchased by UETCL increasing from 6,634.54 gigawatt hours in 2024 to 7,327.14 gigawatt hours in 2025. The second assumption is on umeme limited concession. Honorable Minister, Umeme Limited licenses and concession agreements for the distribution and supply of electricity will end on March 31st, 2025. As you recall, on the 31st, we issued licenses to UEDCL. The third assumption is the quarterly tariff review. The Electricity Authority will continue implementing quarterly tariff adjustments based on inflation, exchange rate fluctuations, international fuel prices, and other approved costs by the regulator. Assumption 4 is on Karuma hydropower plant. Karuma was fully commissioned in August 2024. The plant will continue to contribute to 2025 generation mix. West Nile grid connection. In August 2024, the West Nile region was connected to the national grid, so they will add to the national demand. Exchange rate is another assumption. The Uganda shilling appreciated by 0.7% against the United States dollar, improving from Uganda shillings per dollar of 3,715.82 in Q4 of 2024 to Uganda shillings per dollar of 3,689.1 by November 2024. Assumption 7 is umeme investments, capital investments. The investments qualifying for a return in 2025 are valued at $25 million, increasing umeme's gross investments from $675.736 million in 2024 to $700.736 million in 2025. Bujagali Energy Limited